edit and what have you. That edit, I have it. I have it. But we have to do what we are doing on social media. Everybody cannot be on ground. We are doing publicity. You know the power of publicity, the power of talking, the power of advertising, the power of information, the power of creating awareness. We are saying, okay, we are here now to say what people are saying is not true. People are on social media, on air, saying that Ikpanke is ego. They are on air, and they are also on ground. Then we should also be on air, those who can be, and we should be on ground, those who can be on ground. We are doing debunking. How are we doing it? Through publicity. How are we doing it? Through on ground. I don't like it. If I bring any topic, don't come here, don't want to come and rubbish my personality. I don't like it by your utterances. If you're not interested in the topic, you move out. Okay, why Ikpankes are Benin? How? You can just come here and say Ikpankes are Benin, Ikpankes are not Igbo. How? Nobody will be able to explain here. We're going to be looking at historical facts. All these things they are doing is what they call politicizing of tradition. Politicizing of tradition. People trying to use politics to rubbish our tradition. So you know how to do your own. If you want to do publicity, you do. Those who want to be on ground, let them do. All this problem we have today, this thing we have today, talking about tradition, people distorting tradition, we are doing debunking. The one lead to this problem is politics. It's politics. Where the people are trying to use the reason why some people who knows that they are beneath, but they are saying that Ikpanke, it is politics. They feel that if Ikpanke should go to Delta or go to Igbo land, they feel that they are being marginalized. So if they push this, they're going to call agenda. When you begin to agitate for something, there's a purpose for it. Because they feel that Ikpanke is in Edo State, they are not benefiting. Let us see let us push Ikpanke as not being beneath and see whether we get political relevance. All these things is politics. Can
I tell you something?
If you come here, tell me why Ikpanke are beneath, not Igbo.
Can I say something? Can I tell you something? The thing is this. You when they talk, so I know very well that you have the history concerning the Ikpankes and the Benin, how Ikpankes are related to the Benin. I know very well. You just want to, as in, give time, but don't give that time, please, because I'm not an historian. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No,
I know very well.
Like Ike now, Ike is an authority.
Yeah.
You see the way he talked about that issue. And if you know you have idea, tell us. People are listening to us. People are confused.
Like what I said, you know, I said something before. What I said before was this. I said right from time immemorial, everybody knows, even the Westerners knows that the Ikpankes are Benin. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody knows that. I don't have anything to back it up, but I knew this right from time. You understand? Because I'm a Benin woman and I know these things. Do you understand?
Okay,
please, yes, I know you have a book or a novel where it's being written as in their history or the history concerning the Ikpanke. So if you can read it for us as well.
Thank you, my sister. Now you know that Ikpankes are Benin. And somebody who is learned like me, when you tell me Ikpankes are Benin, I will ask you, how are they Benin? And you have spoken your mind that you may not be able to present evidences to prove, to back up what you have said, but you know that Ikpankes are Benin. It is very understandable. And if there are people here who have evidences to tell us that yes, Ikpanke are really Benin, then we will do that. Those who know, let us tell those who do not know. You think it's everybody that know?
Yeah, people that know really come out. But for me, I know that they are Benin, but I have not read history about it, but I knew from birth, and I knew right from time because my great grandfather, in fact, my ancestors told me.
Let them speak. Let people speak, please.
So, other people speak.
Hello, sir. Bro.
Yeah.
It's not like that. You know, realize that what I understand about the history is this. Where you do your thing now. Igbo no kei. You understand what that word means? Igbo no kei. is what my parents told me. They
God
said
bless you.
that was during the time of when they abolished the slave. Anyhow it goes, in Madian, they were purchased. And I was okay, you know, in Adomuya Yedian, so there to stay there as our own people. They were the ones, let me say, running the farm works for us. They were working for the Benin. So now when you are settle in that location, Obawe Muyayira. So they living in the place they are living is called Oriomo land, Oriomo area. So they were the community there. And I will can have it's English language. Understand? So that is what happens. From all ramifications, they are beneath. Anyhow it looks, they were no, any tribe near Rahi or how they came, they are from Anambra, they are from Imo. Our men are Porsches here, near the win and man, when I say to you. So anyone that is tired of being
Let people understand it.
now, we understand ourselves. The Benin we understand.
I do we by ceasefire. My brother, listen. So, are you, my brother, listen? Are you part of the ceasefire?
No, I don't understand all those things.
Are you part of the ceasefire? People who are negotiating for ceasefire.
I just follow your program. I don't know what is ceasefire.
Please speak English so that people will get it well.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir. Please,
so
sir.
what happened is that Igbon, in Benin means slaves. Igbon, not K, means the remains of the slave. At the time slaves were abolished. So they were made to settle in some certain areas in Benin. So the Oba allowed them, let them settle in certain areas. I mean, all those areas were Benin. You know, in ancient days, there's nothing like this land is this land. They are all called Benin. You understand all these things. So they were made to settle in some certain areas. So they became native to us. And that area, there were also Benis that were aborigines of that place. So they mixed up with those Benis there. When I was there, you see their name. Some of them, you see their name of Morodion, you see their name of Bebo. They have Benin names. But that language they were speaking were able to, they were able to build a kind of language that is similar to Igbo and Benin because they mixed up with the Benis there. You understand? But the issue that's on ground today is that the Igbos hearing their tongue being like a dialect of their language, they are not saying that that land belongs to them. And the land we are talking about is a community under Oriomo. You understand that? That is what they don't get. It's not a territory that is more than maybe 2 local governments in the 2 states that can stand as a tribe. It's just a community under Oriomo where we have more than 60 communities. It's just one day. And you are claiming, trying to go there, think that you can influence the people with money. What this people does, they use money to influence people. They go there, they influence the people with money. Like you said, the best way to go over it is to use our own legal system because the balance is already on ground. We already understand the balance. The Benin territory, there's so-called Benin territory, which is called Benin City. In the time of Benin Empire, that territory was called Benin City, while the other old territory, Delta Lagos, Biniara Atiya. Then the central was Benin City. That is where we have the 7 local governments today.
Thank you.
Benin. It's a Benin land.
Thank you.
That place is called the Benin original land.
Okay.
Anybody that is found around that territory, even if you are a non-native, you migrated there to live with the Benin people. You are under the traditional institution of the Benin because we have a well-organized traditional system that is the envy and the hatred people have for us. You cannot see you can't find it in any other place in Nigeria. When you come to this place, before you can own a title of a chief, it has to come from our traditional system. the Oba we assign it. We say, we are Bauge Mana. We are radiant. They are where they do. So this system, they are trying to infringe it. And it was so shameful that our past governor, that is a brother to us, also supported to bring us down. It was a shameful thing. And sometimes I cannot even say it. I so much love the guy before. That is why I hate today, totally, I don't like him. Because anything that will affect that belief structure, I'm totally against it.
Thank you, sir.
That is
Thank
my
you, sir.
pride. That is what I'm happy.
Before somebody else speak, I want to ask a question, sir, because there are people listening to us. Thank you for your beautiful submission. Now, the question I want to ask is this. Those who are agitating that Ikpanke is not Benin, it's Igbo. Do you know the purpose for that? Why would some persons come out to say that Ikpankes are Igbo, they are not Benin? And you agree with me that I'm coming. And you also agree with me that is it true that there are some element of Igbo in Ikpanke? Are there people? Are there element pocket of people? Are there among the villages? Are there Igbo people living in that community? And if yes, how come those people started living there? Thank you, sir.
Okay. There are elements of Igbo in Ikpanke community. Like I said earlier, those Igbons were from the east. Igbons were from the east. We got them from the east. Even my village, we had some. We had about 4 families in my village that were Igbo. Even when they started selling our land.
Servants.
Yes, servants. They were servants. Let me use the word servant. They were servants. So they were much in Benin in ancient days. So these people are Igbo. They are from the east. So they can easily have traces to their origin. That is why the Easterners is trying to use them, because some of them are still in some ways connected to their origin. They are Easterners, but we got them to our place.
Thank you.
We brought them to our place.
Thank you, sir. So I don't know. You contribute, please don't go. Thank you. I like your submission. You see what you said there? These are oral history. And from oral history, we have written history. Thank you very much, sir. I don't know who is speaking next. 2 minutes. Thank you, ma'am.
Huh? Menor.
We can speak now. We are debating on it. We want to enlighten people.
Okay. No mula diamba baba. Where they have distorted all this history from Google.
Yes.
Posting it over with Manabang. That's not how Ikpanke came about. It's among all this distorted history when some of all these Igbo people, IPOB, I would say, where they go to. You understand? Actually, Ikpanke was founded by Benin people, and they have only been the re-founders of Ikpanke. Other settlers, although came over there, but they came to meet the Benin people. The Benis are the true owner of Ikpanke before some other tribes come to meet them. You understand? So, in fact, it was let me read something to you, because we are not going to look at all this distorted history they now have all about them. The true story of Ikpanke, are they come?
Current issue no na mommy was supposed to when ya the current issue no I go here why because you are doing your research. So if it is 5 people, listen man, if it is 5 people, that will say wow on one ladia. Even when we go okay Mommy Miller has repeated it again. That will not give them confidence that yes, what I have known before is right. We shouldn't say our senior and very or no. Since they come out to come and distort our history, we should also come out to continue to debunk them. So we are waiting for you, man. Bring your evidence to show that
exactly, you are very right. Because one thing people, those daft people out there should know, don't go dragging lands. You understand? The Benin can never go beyond their boundaries to say what don't belong to them, like some other people will do these days. Land will not be their own, where they don't know I take on me, but the Benin don't go out of boundaries
to start dragging places that don't belong to them. So now many of these people don't know. Okay, okay, from here now, this is the true history
Okay.
of how Ikpanke came about. For the avoidance of doubt, the name Ikpanke is a fusion of two Benin words.
Thank you.
Igbon, meaning servants in Benin. Okay, Igbon, meaning servants or dependents, often termed slaves in historical context. That is, in historical context, servants are regarded as slaves. You can still use that word, okay? And Ake, a Benin noble, who is a Ake, is a Benin nobleman who was farming in those areas, who farmed extensively in the area. Because this Ikpanke where we they talk, don't forget that they're the board Dr. Samuel Ogbemudia. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So, over time, Igbon's settlement of Ake's dependents and the community's social political structure under the authority of the Oba of Benin. Why? Because it was through this farmer, the Benin people, who founded this Ikpanke. That's why, right from the beginning, they have always been under the authority of the Oba of Benin. Una hear me so? Now, so you see they go reach all this Umunode side now. So this is this true story, not the one they are distorting. People will read that. If you see some of the videos now, that is the same language when some people see they use. But the fact is just like this. Because even all these territories we are talking about right now, when they can't get different names today, all of them were called Benin. They were all under Benin. Now, because of politics and the British and all that, now different places called the places that they were under the authorities of Benin Kingdom, the Benin Empire, where they get all these different names. So I will read again. For the avoidance of doubt, the name Ikpanke is a fusion of two Benin words, Igbo, meaning servants or dependents, often termed slaves in historical context, and Ake, a Benin nobleman who farmed extensively in the area. Okay, it was even founded by the Benin people before this farmer Ake even started farming. Yes, as you can see from here now. Over time, Ikpanke, you see now, the spelling is still Ikpanke. Ikpanke evolved linguistically into Ikpanke.
God bless you, man. Please repeat that word again. People are watching, people are listening to you now. Mama, please repeat that word again. Because you know that the problem we are having with history is that the anglicizing of words will give some tribe like the Igbos or the Yorubas the leverage to want to buy over a tribe whose origin is originally from the Benin Empire. I want you to repeat that word again. Ikpanke.
Ikpanke, that's the true name.
Okay, some people promoted as what? Ikpanke.
Some people that they are still using Igboto, that was the first farmer. You understand? The farmer is not, the Benin farmer wasn't even the man that founded it.
Okay.
Ikpanke was already founded by the Edo people, and the first man that started the farming is this man Ake. Una here, so Ikpanke, this one where they go come they say Igboto, I believe is being derived also from the farmer because Ogmoto.
Yes, now.
But the real name now, be Ikpanke, where they call Ikpanke from the beginning, now evolved linguistically into Ikpanke, making the settlement of Ake's dependents and the community's social political structure under the authority of the Oba of Benin. Okay. So as you can see,
so in summary,
always from the beginning, when the Benin people founded it, has always been under the authority. If at all some data can't come there, when they put out for Google like this now, some other people came, settlers came over there. They met the Benin people who were the true owners of Ikpanke already. Some Igbo people that still came, but they knew definitely that if not, it wouldn't have even been under the authority of the Oba from the beginning.
Okay.
Mm.
Thank you, ma'am.
Even the one where go Rishu Mune, they still there here. If you still want us to read for that, but
Don't worry, mama. No,
thank you.
Today,
I'll send that to you. Yeah.
Don't worry, mommy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. Now you will talk. You see what you talk now. You see that point you give now. You see, in every settlement, every community you found today, every community that you found today, the first settler or the earliest settler, the head of the earliest settler, that community will name after the person. Mommy Mila, are you with me? Mommy Mila, are you there?
Yes, so
I said in every settlement you see today, the head of the earlier settlers, they will name that settlement after that person.
That's so.
Now, Ikpanke is a corruption.
There was a Benin farmer.
Thank you.
Who was there,
okay.
And these people we could even call the Igmoso, the servants, they were still from Benin, who came together and founded it, and that kind of became a farmer.
Yes, and he carried those people along with them.
Yes,
he take them along to be working for him.
Yes, now.
Thank you.
They found out. So as you can see, they were all still Benin people.
Thank you. I don't know if there's anybody can contribute. DJ Stero, you people start talking. I have
no contribution, sir. Like what she just said.
Establish a point that
what she just said. What she said, sir.
Yes.
What she said.
And that is what Tony.
That the Igbo are from Benin. That is the truth. They were all from Benin.
Okay.
Let me tell you one truth that they don't know. Even I'm telling you, like 20 years, 30 years ago, we still have all this Igbo everywhere in Benin. They are from Benin. They live around us. They still speak their language. They are all from Benin. They went there to gather to farm there. That is what I got it. They went there. It's majorly farm, different communities. They farm there, mostly in that area. But they are all Benin.
That's true. They started.
That's what they are.
The head of the farmers we could call be the Akeso.
That's what I'm saying now. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
That time there were no data, no any other places that people now talk about.
Now, thank you.
Places they were still under Benin.
Yes. And another thing I want to say another thing I want to say before somebody else continue. Now we are able to establish that Ikpanke is a Benin word. It was derived from a combination of Benin words. Are you getting the point now? It's just like Ogba in River State. We say Ogba in Benin. So with that word, when you pronounce that word well, that will give us an easy access, a leverage, that when we continue to say other things, people are watching us. People are confused. They need to be understood. So I don't know if anybody can speak. Let other people speak too. Let us continue before I come in and do summary of all these things.
Okay. Good evening, everybody.
JB, okay.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Mama Mila, thank you very much for this history you just read. Because
they said make I send that to them. Our brother.
Even till today, if you go to Ikpanke today, they still regard Igboto and Ake. They left Benin. They still regard them as their progenitors in date. You understand? So if like those people, for me, know that they doesn't know the truth, they know. But they are just trying to press okay to the colonial bias they left for us. Because that is where the problem is coming from. If we don't want to debate more, you have to ask them. During that time, even pre-colonial era, even those areas were being governed by custodians, right? Before the British. So then, where were you? Because we understand when your traditional institution was established by Lord Lugard. So when did you come in? When you are talking about Eze today. And we know when Lord Lugard tried to impose those Eze in that area. So you see, they are just trying to go with that colonial bias because that is where everything changed. Ikpanke is in Benin. They are Benis. Igboto, Ake. They left Benin. Till today, they still regard them as their progenitor. You know, so...
DJ Sero, area yatie Igmoto. West
yes, Igboto.
That is farmers in Benin.
Yes. You know, so they are all Benis. You understand? So, thank you very much, bros, for you to open this platform today because they need to know it's not all about, because if you keep quiet, you will see that from this social media space, that is where everything is getting worse. Because if they didn't hear your voice, nobody will believe you. Because they are just doing this thing with confidence because I understand they know the truth. But with that colonial bias, they just want to okay with that. And we will not accept that because it's already in their DNA. Because those people, they are the nomad family in Africa. They keep on fighting their aborigine. That is the problem we are facing. If you see today, the Benin, they doesn't fight for land. They doesn't fight for space till date. They are the same people fighting for space. And if you ask them now, you said you hold Ikpanke. Who is your progenitor that founded Ikpanke? He cannot tell you. So thank you, Epa. We'll keep on debunking them outside and inside. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So I don't know if anybody can speak. Other people can contribute. Wagwan. JB, wherever they are.
Yes. Bota. I saw Mama Miller here. I thought that the issue now on settle about Ikpanke Bani and man really understand.
They've not him.
About this issue of Ikpanke.
What was the issue you guys wanted to start to use this opportunity to relate to them? They are watching us. Yes.
Okay.
Before you now give us your historical perspective, for me, I know that all these things they are doing is politics. Because they said the Ikpanke people are complaining that they are being marginalized. That some of them bears Igbo name. That because they bear Igbo names, when they go to the local government secretariat for one thing or the other, that name sometimes deny them or getting access to certain things from the local government will become bureaucratic, cumbersome, because of the son name that they bear, which has something to do with the Igbos. And because of this, some of them are trying as much as possible to see that belonging to the Beninese, it didn't favor them. Let us see whether they will turn to others and see whether they will get what they want.
Those are propaganda.
That is a fallacy.
I'm coming. Let me land now. That one is what we refer to as politics. In politics, it is all about where you feel you will get something from, where you feel it will benefit you from. That is why people like us who have the opportunity of having interest in history, we always come on live and let them know. This thing that is being at play is politics. It is the problem we're having with our tradition is the politicizing of our tradition. So let other people contribute. Thank you.
Okay. What we try to settle, what we try to say in the other side, and where they turn us off and mute off before they even drop me. You know, this
only maintain a did and me by ELOGHOSA.
Mommy, why topic not relate? Mommy, why topic not relate to the Makatana? So that what we're trying to do now is that the Igbos will not be able to penetrate those Benis from the back who are gullible.
Brother J big one can I me over no soon ni mete with the middle time away we me boy na nagisima. Me kere oji ma o me o tell you me adie jam me ge ni Ikpanke watara.
Mommy, what by the time we are done. Mommy, by the time we are done with
mommy.
I can want
Mommy, listen. We cannot be distracted. If there's something that you feel, we can attract two topics at the same time. We can be talking about the Ikpanke people. We can also be talking about that one. We talk small.
Even okay. Wesley,
yes,
like just wrote now. That is true. Ikpanke, they don't even speak Igbo. They speak Ika and the Ikpanke language. You understand me? The dialect is Ika Ikpanke. and the majority of them speak the Edo language as well. Although the Igbo still be like Ikwere, when Igbo come back, go meet Ikwere, they now became a more population. We can still make some part of Ikwere, you understand, where they go, they say they not be Igbo. Why? Because when a lot of people, you know, with a lot of population, can't be saying like them many pass, the language will now take over the whole place.
Yes.
And again, that of Bishop Ajayi Krada for the gospel, that one can still add, we can teach the Yoruba, say that all of them must speak Igbo.
TMS.
So it still be so.
Yes.
But from what we have all understood from here so far, is that the name Ikpanke is totally a Edo name. As you can see,
which is
servants. Igbo in Edo is servants, and the Igmoto farmers. Ake. You understand? Igmo wagwati esebange ni menagwana te you know ya tieba area wano emanigmoto avigmoto. Those are farmers. So those two words now join together to become Ikpanke. They are both Edo words.
Thank you. Thank you.
So no ya kange wagweni type bana nekere isima. Mesa satini ya we ya uni.
Okay.
We na la wogo ne da doge he wewo. Make manogi yeleli ya obe ye market ya la diendo. Ni ya he we ni mesa satini. Iye igwa mwejo runda oni ori yen ko wa doge yan na ro pano go mare na jero oge negbi yani eyan gwagwalo mogi sununa nia o gwaro bi ogi bi edo ya papa
we have
cause even oriya orioni we na tedo de bayaga le libigu voice yen yana we ya ceasefire e bayagi miviesa e bayagi we ya kwesa gbina even me na send the request na we Igbina nesa go gbina ina we give me na ka we do be say you know esa o drag gbina here iya go gbina. So I don't really know how to put it to you. Ina we no na be ya swena it is over 10 years egere me ya latin we say 10 years in it without being biased egere ka ya gyan what we are talking about now, I got my away because here why Igbo in the same region. Right from time, they know the Igbo people to be their enemy. The Igbos, we don't live in the same region with them. They will be in the better position to tell us who the Igbos they are. They are the real enemies. You don't know them.
Okay.
In a way, okay. When we give Mwajina, in a way, when we read the same region, whatever Igbo say. No, you are not living in the same region with us, with the Asian people. What we are talking about now, the one on social media, has been over 10 years, 12 years now. But this thing, like you said, Onado Atore Biafra, you don't know them right from the Biafra time. We know them more than you. That's why we are telling you, you cannot say you go and ceasefire. In a way, likewise,
sorry to cut you off now. In summary, Isima is saying that the Benin who engage in ceasefire with the Igbos, that he disagree. Is it not?
Yes, nah.
And it's good.
Why you over here?
No.
Mommy, for us
to continue to our major topic, let me quickly also say something in my mind. Now, the Esa and the Igbos, no one is better than the others. But all those fake people so
no, Akwa Ibo guy.
DJ,
Calabar.
for us to continue.
Okay, I'm on a Titanic. Mommy,
for us to continue our topic. If people, there are other people that have more things to say about the Ikpanke, we'll continue to save our time.
Okay.
You see this issue of when I'm coming, I understand you. I understand what we are going to, Mommy. I understand. What you are saying is Mommy, Mommy, those who want ceasefire, let them go for ceasefire. with the Igbos. For me, I'm not interested. And only the session the man. Only come a Mommy Mila. Those who are still with the Eastern people, those who are still with the Eastern people, those who are still with the Eastern people. Huh? Amanya, I'm listening to her. I'm listening to her.
Mamila continue.
Monge gata many egi gata e bani me na ino e na we sasa ti no wa ya wu ni oge we na dodo ya de ba we ya igbo no because oge me cannot say wasun ero bi e be yin opa abe yin ani ni awu yan gbare sasa to pa yan ti ekwere one or something like that. Then the other one where on my profile one Nigeria abi hu ni yan na wa de ba eva. This was
what I said from the beginning. From the beginning, that the Benin, the Edos, should leave that so-called group called South South. I told them there was a woman that was always coming to our platform, to the Edos platform, South South and the guy we are one. I say it is because they have their fight with Igbo. They have whatever they are trying with Igbos. That is why they are coming to us. They know. Because they want us to join them to fight the Igbos. It's just, it was a very logic thing.
Exactly.
It was very simple.
What they are doing,
they don't like
you
us.
don't
We
really
are
have
not
the
here
good
to go and do their own.
of the Benin at heart. You were doing that, having an ulterior
You don't even know
motive,
those people.
that you love the Benin.
I said it before. I was always saying it. Even the woman was there. They were trying to mute me. They were muting me by ELOGHOSA. Like, if you no, this woman, na South South, now from this one. I said, fuck the South South. I don't care about it. This whatever they should just everybody should stay on their lane because they are coming to us just because they want us to join them to fight the Igbos. They don't like us, and we don't like them as well. Stay your lane. Look at this useless, what's it called? What's it called? The name you just mentioned, mommy.
Yeah,
What's his name again?
He didn't.
About the business, ma blame wa.
He answered to explain for now. One was the la wa mutiana kere. Igwe me kere. Ikpe do no one like wa je boy. You know you don't insult your fellow men. Oh we are all working ya ikpe. I mean we are going to see mama je no ma o mi esin. Ni egde de gi megun megun. Okwe Biafra na agu yen kon. Mama enya ina we wetobu we yen no ogi manedo wa be mena do de ba we descendant mana you know we my setting where na wa agwe ebo kon very ordinary me vivigbo ina do explain e manya where emi na emi ni akabeta yoto iya wete ani anabraga die platform okpa ona ka gwe ni ya mweme na yoto very ordinary ina go ni marie ma wose ma ihinia so me wa ive je very o Owe Magisi fire neni yegi mekwa with atara. Magisi fire neni.
The reason they're angry because we cease fire with them because they wanted us to come and be fighting their fight with the Igbo.
We are friends.
It's an idiot.
Okay, another mortgage maker one when he may explain. Or mortgage maker in a way the case is in court. You understand? In a way the court, the law will handle that. I can wear on David Boni, ya camera, Benana Wine, gig make every history. We go to our day. Get Bobo Hade, may ya gig make do it. That do art history now. Ugmebe, Diagi Oni Ayajek Biaki, big boy, anyway, in a way, but still the cases in the court. The issue you are talking about, in a way, now you are telling me about Biafra. How would I don't fight Igbo? How will do this one to them? The same thing we are telling you. You said we are not in the same region. That's why we don't know Igbo. Likewise, you are not in the same region. We thought all this long fight where they talk about. So I constantly tell and say this thing is like an ancient thing to us too. In a way, as you can see in the whole of Edo, have you ever seen any of our respectable brothers, whether Uchio, whether anybody, Ora, Isoko, Urobo, coming to say Edo, get what he do there. Say the one come follow a do fight. You know, we're not nothing like that. We always want people with that love, unity that binds all of us together in a do. Either way, now only Isha. Now you go just come out. Say they won't come fight themselves over all these years. So that one like when they explain to her, he go see change now so that a do boy get sent big. Because here one making an give you a sana. Data social media we no rob a only your cabilesiva. Ona what the boy ni ona will make a boy need to a Georgia ne. A here everybody metara. You see Maria or no mataji.
Yeah, me too. Well,
That be a boy who I kevari. Okay, the other one.
I've been telling you before. You are not even supposed. Just let the mommy. Let me tell you something.
Women of here swear if you no give you a doyane.
Okay, mommy.
Those two women
He
they request the
before. You know when you hear the sasat na ane sasat. You know when here on what do they buy? Ni ma do they buy for quick go. When no was here zona the thing where the worry is now. His problem now is that when Anya Nabakre came to apply for him and said, okay, in one piece, she one piece, they would drop all the pictures, we concern our second God, and we should drop their own. We never, Mama, where I can do, I'll say. We said, okay, if we drop the picture, that will mommy, we go drop the picture. Now there, Usima, Usioba, Usinosu, no, see, like me. Now they for start to the verse because the Christians say he the beneath.
If you are here listening to us,
that's why they are crying.
So you say you know your Igbo people where they fight you, say they be your enemy from your own region. You want us not to know our own enemy. So we should come and join you. The Edo should come and join you not to go and fight your enemy. Whereby we never invited you, although Ishan they fight themselves. Have we invited you now? Say, may you come follow us fight Ishan. Why are you now expecting the Edo people to come and help you?
Yeah, seriously, look at this name Isima that wanted us to come and join them to fight the Igbos. You understand?
Have you seen
where the Ishan started? Has he ever on his video?
I gave
all the video get there, no do ya de man, no do ya saga Ivisan. It's listen, it's just a pity. Why no ya always start? Why ya wa kojo? I be message it alone na ya son ni me. O wa son me. I beg you.
Yeah, I don't want video came. I came on wow we are doing going out with Sasati ni o wo je. Do we na wala wo because in na here go marina je. When you get say ban wo gi je bor iro vi o gi ma here. I megi ka ma we lare ona we you we ya ke Sasat. Who were take one area do not do work bibigo. Oh, yes, son, ya correct me and belly me and my tea there when he had to go with Bessa. Huh? When the day you say,
oh, mommy, I will tell when in a group.
Now, hold on, Mama Mila.
Okay, Calabar, but Jebby when Mutiane Pala.
It was, yeah, it did. Like, setting.
Woman, I said to be a hell down by the
If they please. If they please, hold on, man.
I beg you, you beg you, like people.
If they stop this thing, I don't like this thing you are doing. Let him talk. I don't like all this thing. That guy is right.
If you are very wrong. You are very wrong.
I don't like this. I want the live video. I'm a guy I will tell you. Why the ten senior? Why the one with the Ikpanke?
Everybody should talk.
Can I say something?
It's not the way the world operates.
No.
Nigeria is created to last for 100 years. The person who created Nigeria